By now, you have probably heard of text-generated images. It basically allows you to create an image from text. You write a sentence into the box and it creates images for you. I'll give you a moment to let that sink in. You can create this by typing words. If this isn't the craziest thing you have ever seen, you must lead a very exciting life. I've been diving deep into the AI tool called Midjourney, and I want to talk about some of the images I have seen and talk about the best creations, how they made it, and how difficult it is to make them. I'll share my perspectives with another AI artist and maybe you'll learn something out of it, hopefully. Alright, let's go. This one is very cool. And I feel like this is the whole thing with like AI, that like if you look closely, you can see it's not Legos.
Exactly.
If you look at it from like a bit afar maybe, you feel like, oh yeah, this gives me the feeling of a Lego. It can get like the feeling and sense across of like what you want to express, but it won't be exactly what I wanted. I really discovered that if you go with more variations and you put more time into it, you can get like highly detailed results, highly intentional results. I sometimes just like do it for like concepting. I just like check, oh, this is my idea, let's see how it would look like, you know.
Look at his prompts. He's a master, a true master of the prompt to me.
So there are two things I think important for like creating images, and one of them is like, how well can you describe your scene, like your imagination? How does it look like what are the elements, like what are the details, you know, everything that is in the scene, how well can you describe it? So having like dictionary knowledge or like knowledge of words so you can describe these things, I think that one is very big, you know. And the other one is styling, which is very similar as well, you know. How well do you know like artist style, how well do you know color, how well do you know like design, compositions, and for cameras as well, for like film, how well do you know like lenses, how well do you know like lighting, Unreal Engine, and you know 3D modeling. Like for him, like for example, like he put like a lens in ray trace, Unreal Engine, you know, soft light, photorealistic, volumetric, like he put so many descriptors, and it's because he understands like the basics behind of it, you know. How does design work, how does style work, how does, you know, scene work, you know. And I feel like the better you are at this, the more detailed you are gonna get.
I think so. And the cool thing about the image description to me is that sometimes you can compact an idea you have in mind into 2 words. If you want a Kung Fu master, let's say, you can write just Bruce Lee and you have there a Kung Fu master doing Kung Fu positions, because the algorithm picks the image of Bruce Lee and it takes into the image.
Yeah.
This was so cool for Fabian. He said that it came to him by chance,
yes,
this one,
yes.
but...
Yeah, I think this was just lucky, yeah. Like he said, he was just remixing and variating and it created this effect. The prompt was like pretty straightforward. So he actually didn't put anything about like the fish eye or perspective. Lucky, sometimes...
it's the AI that at a certain point said, why don't we do this? Attack!
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it gives always some good inspiration to just write a concept, an idea, and see what it came out.
Yeah, these two.
Really cool to do it, but in some way the same prompt of this took me also to the young lady above this picture.
Yeah, this one as well is the same prompt?
Same prompt, exact
Nice.
same prompt.
Nice. This one, wow. How would you describe this? Oh, all right. So here's a challenge for you. What would be the prompt for this? How would you get this style?
You could do something like put in the image on Google Lens and see what the search engine finds.
The way I usually approach it, I would try to describe it. And the way I would describe this, I would say like hand-drawn, thick brush strokes, complementary colors, high contrast. Yeah, stuff like that. I would first try with that. I would just type that in and see what happens. I can actually see the prompt, the name of the file. Alex Death Note combined with Rick and Morty. That was his prompt. I need to try this. Imagine, what do we want to see? Dancing Samurai. Death Note combined with Rick and Morty. Yeah, this was it. Oh, that's pretty close. Like this one and this one. I'll remove the thing. Also add some stuff in it, I guess.
I like how this is going to be into an exploration.
Damn, I love this. I love this. Save it. Well, when I was trying to get like the eye patch, I could not. Like if I wrote in extra stuff, the eye patch would not be there. It would like do something different. I would either do like both eyes like colored or just like some other thing. So I just went in and said like, okay, give me an eye patch. Just, can you make an eye patch, you know? Do you understand what an eye patch is? You know, I started there and then I saw, oh, you know what an eye patch is? Okay, let's build on this, you know. Also, like, I'm getting very into this thing, into like highly detailed armored things. And like, if you look closely, like you can see the hand. I start paying attention to like what is off, like, you know, immediately my eye goes, oh, what about the hand? You know, how does it look like? I see like, this is not how it works. This is not how you hold the sword, you know? I hope you had fun watching some of these creations. There are so many more coming out every day and it's a truly exciting time to be a creator. I'll be making more videos about creating with Midjourney and how you can use these new AI tools to fuel your creative expressions. Until then, you can check some of the links I have put into the description. Alright, see you soon.